It's really cold in here. It's going on 6 a.m. man. Excuse me. I either have a cold or I'm congested. I don't really know. I might be sick. Who knows? But regardless, it's not like I can invest time into helping myself feel better when I'm continuously forced to do this bullshit. So let's get into it, because I'm not here to misguide, mislead, or misinform anybody. I got a response, and then shit was 100% grounds for escalation, period. As y'all know, I demanded proof of filing and decision on the IFP, and this is what they sent me. Dear Ms. Holt, if you wish to receive a filed stamped copy of a filing, please enclose a self-addressed pre-stamped envelope with the filing. Whew. They said, bitch, fuck you, fuck your remedy, and fuck your child. That's how I took this. Because they really fucking playing with me. So when I say they playing in my face, I mean just that. Oh, I mean just that. They were playing in my face. They were playing in my face. The idiots contradicted themselves by previously sending me stamped file copies of received documents. Meaning they can send the file documents without my assistance. This is their obligation and responsibility as a clerk. The fact that they even confidently sent this shit right here, it's super fucking concerning to me, because who the fuck do y'all even think y'all are? I can't wait for y'all to see this. And I want y'all to, I'm gonna ask y'all in y'all face anyways once we get to court, because we're getting to court. But I'm super confused, because who the fuck do y'all think y'all are? Y'all motherfuckers serve the public. This is your motherfucking job. This is within your job description. I'm not obligated to do anything. Especially not other than motherfuckers submit the goddamn documents. After that, it's their fucking responsibility and obligation to send, whether it's a plaintiff or a defendant, whoever is submitting documents, a filed copy. Proof of docketing. This is not even no new shit. Y'all fucking with me. What? And I keep telling them that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. I keep telling y'all that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. And the fact that I'm continuously met with obstructive misconduct and retaliation speaks to the level of corruption in the system, not my knowing. Which is why my cover letter to the Supreme Court of Ohio goes as follows. And it's detailed because I wasn't going to make a new document. I wasn't doing it. Dear Clerk of Court, urgent declaration to the court. I come before this court not by choice but by necessity. I have exhausted every state and federal channel available to me before taking this extraordinary step. I've even previously contacted the Supreme Court of the United States and was instructed to take the very actions I have taken. I have complied in full. Yet my evidentiary record, though lawfully prepared and submitted, has been deliberately refused for filing by both the district and appeals levels. This refusal is not a neutral act. It is a part of obstruction, retaliation, and denial of due process that now forces this case before the highest court. At each stage, the state courts, federal courts, and agencies, my lawful filings, affidavits, and notice have been ignored, returned, or weaponized against me. This escalation was not my intention. It became my only option. As this court has always hoped that parties resolve grievances without its direct involvement, so did I. So too did I. I am mortified and heartbroken that my good faith efforts have only been met with silence, intimidation, and further injury, making the Supreme Court review not only appropriate but unavoidable. This is not merely a procedural dispute. This is an ongoing pattern of crimes and violations under the color of law. Each day of delay compounds irreparable harm to myself and my children. This court not only has the power but the constitutional obligation to end this ordeal and return my child to my care and enforce the overdue remedy that should never have been withheld. I ask this court to prove me right, to prove that the sworn oaths to protect the people of the nation still mean something. I have lost faith in every honorable court I have encountered because they have all shown themselves to be dishonorable. Please do not prove me wrong again. I cannot endure another betrayal. Enclosures. Please find enclosed for filing the following documents submitted in good faith by the plaintiff slash petitioner, Heaven-Marshay Holt. I hereby certify that true and correct copies of these documents are being filed with the clerk of the Supreme Court of the United States and served upon the required parties as directed by law. I gotta know. Petition for writ of certiorari. I'm saying it wrong, but they gonna know what it means. Table of contents: the truth, affidavit of truth in support of petition, motion for leave to proceed in form of paupers, form 4, supplemental affidavit of financial status and hardship, declaration of systemic violations and demand for equitable remedy, statement of immediate return in equitable remedy, appendix A through E, certificate of service for the complete and federal complaint, certificate in service for the defendants list, for the expanded defendants list. Closing declaration: this continuous misconduct of the Sixth Circuit Court of Appeals, including its refusal to provide file stamp copies of my filing without imposing unlawful conditions, is indefinite pending status of my IFP motion in direct violation of 28 U.S.C. 1915 and FRAP 24, and its blatant contradictions regarding the expedite status of my appeal, has left me with no lawful choice but to escalate to the Supreme Court of the United States. These actions are not clerical errors. They are deliberate obstructions, procedural flaw, and retaliatory tactics carried out under the color of law. By contrast, the Ohio Supreme Court has filed my documents and returned stamp copies without requiring instructions or self-addressed return envelopes. It stands to reason that the same expectation applies in federal courts, or applies to federal courts. The only reason I have supplied self-addressed envelopes to other courts is because of the failures, misconducts, and obstructions of previous courts, particularly the Cuyahoga County Court of Common Pleas. This weaponization of my good faith is not merely improper, it is criminal. These are criminal acts. If state courts can fulfill their ministerial duty of furnishing proof of filing without burdening litigants, then federal courts are unquestionably capable of doing the same. Instead, I am being punished for proceeding pro se, forced into repeated submissions, drained of resources, and denied meaningful access to justice granted under federal law. This misconduct compounds the irreparable harm I have already endured as a direct cause of this escalation. I respectfully request acknowledgement of the filing and docketing in accordance with the rules of this court, and that a copy of all file submissions be returned to me. This request is made because I've already experienced the blatant misconduct and procedural obstruction in prior court. As a pro se plaintiff, I require tangible proof that my claims are being honored, rightfully reviewed, and that remedy is forthcoming. Without this assurance, I cannot trust the sworn oaths of this system will be upheld. Furthermore, I assert that I am entitled to the same respect, dignity, and lawful consideration as any person operating through title within the court system, whether attorney, judge, or officer of the court. My status as a pro se litigant does not diminish my rights, my competence, or my standing to defend myself and present my claims. Ignorance must not be presumed where there is none, nor should good faith filings be undermined, belittled, or dismissed on the basis that I exercise my lawful right to appear without counsel. As of October 1st, 2025, a federal government shutdown is in effect. However, the shutdown is irrelevant to the merits of this case, the obligation of this court, and the rights at issue. Federal courts have publicly confirmed that they will still remain open through October 17th, 2025, using non-appropriated funds, and will continue processing, filing, and docketing. Processing, filing, dockets, and judicial business uninterrupted. This case was active long before the shutdown, and none of the misconduct, violations, or delays herein are caused by it. Any suggestion that was shut down that the shutdown justifies further delay or dismissal is unfounded and would amount to permitting systemic justice under the guise of funding lapses. All files submitted with full reservation of rights in strict compliance with Title 28 U.S.A. 1915 applicable Supreme Court rules and constitutional guarantees. The complete record reflects systemic violations of oath of law at every level of government, requiring immediate intervention of this court. Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. Martin Luther King Jr. I am not behind, I am lying. I speak the law of truth, not fear. Every false structure around me must fall. My words hold weight. My light reveals lies, and I stand protected spiritually, lawfully, and divinely. All rights reserved. All submissions made in truth, honor, and good faith by Heaven-Marshay Hope, living woman, lawful guardian, authorized representative, pro se applicant, petitioner. All rights reserved without prejudice. UCC 1-308. Everybody has me fucked up. All I want is my daughter back in remedy. I don't want to fight for rights. I don't want to fight for rights that are mine like this. I don't want my home raided. I didn't want my home raided. I didn't want my daughter kidnapped. I didn't want to be unlawfully detained, and I didn't want to escalate to the United States Supreme Court. All of this is because of them. All of this is because of them. I am doing as I am instructed to do, as they have instructed me to do, and still no remedy. Further delay, further obstruction, further retaliation. It's not the obligation of the United States Supreme Court to uphold. It's not the obligation of the United States Supreme Court. What? It is now the obligation of the United States Supreme Court to uphold their oaths as an honorable court, because all previous courts I have encountered have proven for me that honors mean nothing to them. The proof is in the pudding, and I have the proof. Now all that is needed is the return of my child in remedy. The fact that this is even carried on this long is just, I don't even have fucking words. But I'm tired, y'all. I'm fucking tired. I want this to be over, and I want my daughter back. And the fact that I am being forced to escalate to the fucking highest court in this goddamn country is crazy as fuck to me. Like, these are already my rights. The fact that I have to fight this motherfucking hard absolutely stands for grounds as to why my claims continue to escalate. I mean, to continue to go up in price. When this is deliberate obstruction. And they know that they can't do this shit, and they're doing it anyways, hoping that I won't know that they can't do this shit when I have proven time and time and time again that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. So the fact that everybody keeps fucking playing with me is crazy. I already told y'all, I'm not fucking bluffing. This shit is escalating tomorrow, and I'm irritated that I even have to wait until tomorrow. But since nobody's helping me, I have to do what I have to do. But it's just like, this is crazy as fuck. I can't even, I really don't even have the time to really reflect on how wild this truly is. Because it's just like, I just have to be on, I gotta be ready to take action at the drop of a dime at all times. Like, literally, nobody else is going to fight for me. Nobody else is going to do this for me. And these are facts. These are proven facts on top of that, because nobody's helping me now. So, but like, this is truly wild as fuck to me. And all I want is my daughter back in remedy. Like, I'm not even asking for a lot. They sitting here acting like I'm asking to take over the world or something. Like, This is y'all fucking job. Do it.